In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how you can make over $100 every 15 minutes with hoodies and screen print transfers. That's over $400 an hour. All right, so let's not waste any time. Let's just go ahead and jump straight into it. For this, what we're going to be doing is offering 10 custom hoodies with a single color print in one single location. The size of the print is going to be up to 9 by 12.75. And for our screen print transfers, we're going to be using TKO Sales. So first off, let's calculate how much we're going to spend in transfers. So right now we're over at TKOSales.com. Let's just go ahead and start an order. For this, we're going to be using their 15-cent screen print transfers, and that's going to be their active sport formula. Now, if you scroll down a little bit, you can see the different sub formulas. We're going to stick to the classic. It's going to be just one color. And here we can select what color we're going to go with. In this case, I ended up going with metallic gold, which actually costs $5 extra. But if you choose any other basic color, like let's say hot pink, you don't have to pay those extra $5. As for the transfer type, we're going to go ahead and stick to a single image. The selected sheet size, as I said earlier, we're going with 9 by 12.75. After this, all you really have to do is just simply upload your artwork, which is super easy. Just make sure that you size your artwork appropriately if you're using Photoshop or whatever design service that you're using. Now let's check out pricing. So here on the side, you can see the price schedule. And you can see that right now we're just doing one transfer at 15 cents. Now, one thing that everyone needs to know and always keep in mind is that there's a setup fee. This setup fee is going to be $25 for the one color prints. If you have a 2, a 3, or a multicolor print, then the setup fee is going to be more. The more colors you add, the higher the setup fee is going to be. So what the setup fee is simply the screen burning fee. You know how screen printers charge you to set up a screen or to burn a screen? A lot of the times they charge about $30, $35. Well, in this case, TKO Sales is doing the same thing because a screen does need to be prepared for each color. But in this case, we're going with just one color, so there's only one setup fee of $25. So as you can see right here, for just one print, it's going to cost us $25.15. Now, obviously, that's pretty expensive as it is, but you don't get screen print transfers for just one print. If that was the case, if somebody just ordered 1 or 2 shirts, you'd most likely be going with heat transfer vinyl. So in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you a real life example that I had, but my customer did order 10 hoodies, and this is how I was able to make over $100 in just 15 minutes. So for this, let's just go ahead and up it to 10. And as you can see, it only raised a few cents. It's $26.50 now. Then you can see the cost per sheet is actually $2.65. Now, if that seems like a lot for this size print, when you really think about it, it's actually not that much, especially considering the fact that you don't have to spend any time cutting or weeding. And we all know that that takes a lot of time, especially if you have a really detailed image or if you have a bigger image. And by the way, if you want to check out TKO Sales and you want to place your first order with them, if you want to get a discount, you can go ahead and use my code NECOPRINTS and you'll get 10% off your first order at checkout. The link to TKO will also be down in the description below. Now, as far as the hoodies themselves, we're going to go for some of the cheaper ones, which in most cases, a lot of people really don't care that much. So for this, we're going to be using the Gildan G185s from alldayshirts.com. By the way, the link to All Day Shirts is going to be down in the description below. Quick disclaimer, it is an affiliate link, so if you use it and you make a purchase, I am going to get a small commission. That being said, if you do choose to use that link, thank you so much. It really does help the channel and helps me out. But if you decide not to use them because you have your own suppliers or you have better pricing somewhere else for hoodies, then by all means use whatever works best for you. So for this, what we're going to be doing is using 10 black hoodies. Now they're all pretty much the same price up until you reach the 2XL. So I'm just going to go ahead and choose 10 of these and I'm going to add them to my cart. So here we can choose our shipping. Let's just go ahead and choose the standard economy. Let's get the cheapest possible rate so we can increase our profits as much as possible. And by the way, I did not include shipping for TKO Sales. When it comes to their shipping, it's typically going to be about $12 to $15. So let's go ahead and actually add that to our total price here. Let's go with 15 for a total price of $41.50. So now let's take it back to All Day Shirts and let's go ahead and add the price for our hoodies. That's going to be $109.90 for a total cost of $151.40. I've been using a calculator this whole time, and I just remembered I have a t-shirt pricing calculator that can figure out all of these numbers for us. So let's just go ahead and use that instead. Now, if you do want access to this t-shirt profit calculator, it's only $1 on my website at necoprints.com. The link for it will be in the description below. These are all pretty much basic formulas that I put together, but it all works together to be able to create a pricing strategy for your orders. This works with heat transfer vinyl, sublimation, screen print, and DTF transfers, and DTG. So let's just go ahead and start filling this in. So our total shirt cost is going to be $109.90. Total number of shirts, or in this case hoodies, is going to be 10. Our total transfer cost, we said, is going to be $26.50. Plus the $15 for shipping is going to be $41.50. Total number of transfers is going to be 10. And we don't have any miscellaneous costs. And we'll check out the hourly rate later. So total job cost is going to be $151.40. Each transfer with shipping is actually going to end up coming out to $4.15. So typically for these hoodies, what I do is, depending on how many are sold or how many the customer orders, I'll lower the price per hoodie. But for 10 hoodies, I typically sell these at $25 each. And we can see right here that selling it at $25.74, that gives us a total job price of $257.38 for a customer, giving us a total profit of $105.98, which is a profit percentage of 70%. Now, if we wanted to add an hourly rate, we could do that here. So let's say I wanted to make $50 an hour. This job really is only going to take us 15 minutes. So as far as job time, let's do 0.25. So it's really only going to add $12.50. But that also updates the suggested pricing over here. In this case, though, I'm not going to go ahead and add an hourly rate. I didn't do that when I did the actual order, but I did sell each one at $25. Now, this is only for 10 hoodies. So remember when we went to TKO Sales and we saw that setup fee? One thing that I don't think I mentioned is that the more transfers you order, the less you're going to feel that fee. So let's say you have somebody that orders 50 or 100 shirts or hoodies, then you can really start making a lot more money. Just simply look at the difference between 10 and 100. So 10 is about $26, but 100 is only $40. That comes out to about 40 cents per print. Of course, that's not including the $15 shipping fee, but at this point, $15 is not going to make any difference at all. It's going to be cents. So let's actually calculate an order for 100 hoodies with the same method we just used. So for this, we're doing $40 for 100 of them plus 15. That's going to change our total transfer cost to 55. Total number of transfers is also going to be 100. Total number of shirts, or in this case hoodies, it's going to be 100 as well. And the pricing, let's go ahead and figure that out actually. So 100 comes out to $1,099. I should have seen that coming. That's basic math. So price per shirt, $10.99. Total transfer cost, $55. Total number of transfers, 100. Total price per transfer, 55 cents. Absolutely nothing. It's pocket change. And then the total job cost comes out to $1,154. Now let's see how much money we can make. So scrolling down, we're not going to be selling these for $25 because at this point it is going to be pretty overpriced in my opinion. So we can aim for maybe $16 or $17. Now the first thing I want to find out before anything is, how long is this going to take me? How long is it going to take me to press 100 hoodies? Now, if we want to keep sticking to the whole $100 every 15 minutes, that means we're going to have to make $400 every hour for 2.5 hours. So that's going to equal over $800. And quite honestly, that's a lot of money. At this point, we shouldn't really be focusing on making money. At this point, we shouldn't really be focusing on that. We should be focusing more on how much of a total profit we can make or how much we can make per hour. Now, I know $100 every 15 minutes sounds absolutely fantastic, but the more the customer orders, the better breaks we have to give them. And honestly speaking, even if we don't make $100 every 15 minutes, we can still make a lot of money. So we're doing 100 hoodies. That's going to be a total drop price of $1,500, which gives us a total profit of $346. Now, an hour, it's $346. It's going to take us about 2.5 hours to press all of these hoodies, and we're going to be making about $138 an hour. I know that's not $100 every 15 minutes, but $138 every hour is still a lot of money. In none of my jobs have I ever come close to making that much per hour. And again, this is after your expenses. This is after paying for the materials, after paying for the garments, and after just getting everything done. This is your actual profit, $346.20. So it's not that bad, especially for 2.5 hours of work. Obviously, if you want to increase that, then maybe you can go ahead and sell it for $18 and you'll make over $600 in profit. So as you can see, you can increase the price, but just be wary about how much you're pricing. You don't want to overprice your customers. You don't want to overcharge them and potentially miss out on the sale. Now, going back really quick to what I said at the beginning, making over $100 every 15 minutes. or $400 every hour, that is still achievable. Except you're not going to do it by doing bulk orders. In this case, if you do want to do it this way, what you can do is run a promotion. You can go ahead and start a promotion, tell people that you're selling 10 custom hoodies at $25 each. And if you get 4 different orders, then right there you can press all those 4 orders in 1 hour, making you your $400 an hour. Obviously, it's a little bit easier said than done, but that doesn't mean that it's not possible. If you have the right timing, if you have good quality items, if you have good customer service, if you market yourself and you put yourself out there, you can attract the customers, especially during the right season, such as winter. So remember, if you want to check out TKO Sales, then you can use my code NECOPRINTS to get 10% off your first order at checkout. And for a huge variety of garments, go ahead and check out alldayshirts.com. And if you want access to my t-shirt profit calculator, remember you can get that at necoprints.com, and that's just $1. The links to all of these are going to be in the description down below. Remember that All Day Shirts is an affiliate link, so I am going to get a small commission if you click on it and make a purchase. Same goes for TKO Sales. If you use my code, you are going to get a 10% discount, but I'm also going to get a small commission out of it. And with that being said, this was how you can make over $100 in 15 minutes. Huge thank you to everyone for watching, especially if you made it all the way to the end. If you did make it this far, then why haven't you liked the video yet? Also, why aren't you subscribed? My analytics show that the majority of my viewers are not subscribed. So what are you doing? Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, make sure you ring that little bell notification so you don't miss out on any future videos. And with that, my name is Mario with NECOPRINTS. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.